Yeah, man, but let's talk about it. The upcoming fight, Lomachenko versus Devin Haney, should be a good fight. I think it's not getting the attention that it should be getting, man. I think like the buzz ain't there, mostly due to the fact that I think like people just think that Haney's gonna run through Lomachenko, which at first I was kind of thinking the same thing, but now I'm kind of changing my mind, man. The more I analyze the fight and everything that's happening, I'm kind of thinking Lomachenko might pull it off, man. It's definitely going to be a good fight, man. Lomachenko, I think everybody thinks Haney's going to run through him because Lomachenko, everybody keeps saying that he's old and shit, you know, and that he ain't got nothing left. But I think Lomachenko's like 35 years old, which, in all honesty, that shit ain't old at all. Especially for a fighter like Lomachenko, where at that age, you know, you got your man strength already, man. Lomachenko, he's a very tricky, agile fighter. You know, they call him the Matrix and shit. But, you know, I still think at 35, he's extremely dangerous, man. Probably even cracking a lot harder than he's ever been cracking. I guarantee you that shit right now, that he's hitting like that. You know, for those of you that don't know what that I know everybody talks about the grown man strength, right? But nobody breaks it down, man. So I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Like that grown man strength it has to do with your bones becoming harder as you age, man. You know, the younger you are, your bones are more flexible. And why you think like babies, they could fucking bend and twist and all kinds of shit, and they don't never break their bones. They have basically cartilage for bones. So as you become older, your bones become harder. So, you know, in your 20s, your bones, I don't think they're still at that point to where they're hardened, where people get that grown man strength, right? In your 30s, that's when that shit really happens. You know, you know, in your 30s, your bones are pretty fucking hard, so you're cracking, you know, you're going to be cracking a lot harder. And with Lomachenko at 35, I guarantee you he's got that power already, that different kind of power, that grown man strength, you know. So I still think Lomachenko is extremely dangerous. Don't get me wrong, Haney brings a lot to the table too, man. Haney's fucking size is his biggest advantage in that weight division, 135. I have no idea how he's making 135. That's crazy because Haney's a big dude, you know, and he's only growing. He's gaining a lot of size, and I think for his past couple of fights, he's had problems making the weight. You could just tell he's weight drained like big time. That's why, you know, in some of his fights, he gets cracked and shit, and he's wobbling and shit because he's weight drained, man. That's what it is. And right now, he looks bigger than he's ever looked. So I'm sure he's going to have even a harder time making that weight. Like, this is probably going to be his last fight, I guarantee you, at 135. I don't think he's going to be sticking around there too much. And, you know, being weight drained against certain fighters, you could get away with that shit, man. But being weight drained against somebody like Lomachenko, yeah, you're going to have some problems, man. Lomachenko, he's cracking, you know, and he has a motor on him, you know, that he could work. He doesn't get tired and shit. So Haney's biggest advantage is definitely his size, you know, and he's got a lot of boxing skill. Don't get me wrong. He's a crafty hell of a boxer. You know, he's got that jab. He's, you know, real defensive and all that shit. But I don't know, man. I just think, I think the more I think about it, I think Lomachenko's going to have his number, man. At the end of the day, it also comes down to the game plan too. You know, if Haney comes in with a hell of a game plan, and you know, you never know, man. A lot could happen in boxing. That's what nobody really knows what's about to happen. You know, all we could do is just give our opinions and shit, and just, you know, and see what happens, right? But just that's just me analyzing the fight, and that's, you know, that's kind of like what I'm thinking. Like, people got to think about this kind of stuff. You know, Lomachenko, you know, everything that he's done with his boxing career, he's accomplished a lot, man. He's Hall of Famer, definitely. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's accomplished so much in his career, but what's the one thing that he has left to do, man, which is like a dream to him, is to become undisputed. Like, he says it all the time. That's been his dream. That's the only thing he hasn't accomplished in boxing. So he knows damn well that this is his last shot at doing that, man. This is definitely his last shot at becoming undisputed. So I guarantee you, Lomachenko, man, he's turning it up in his training camp, man. He's probably the most focused he's ever been in his life. You know, after going through the war and all that shit, like, it's crazy, man. That type of stuff brings out a different animal in people. Like, that's what some people are also forgetting, man. When you go through shit like that, your mentality changes, man. All of a sudden, what most people think as being hard in a boxing ring, it ain't as hard mentally, you know, for him. So I think Lomachenko is gonna come with an extra edge, you know. And I don't know. I'm just the more I'm analyzing the fight, I just think Lomachenko is gonna pull it off. But those are my thoughts on this fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. Make sure you guys tune in and watch that bitch. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys think is about to win the fight. Leave it down in the comment section, and make sure to subscribe and like the video. You know, we're barely starting this off. You know, gotta get my thoughts on this boxing stuff. You know, so yeah, you guys show some love, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think.